on PS. Hi.
Hey, baby. I just wanted to send a quick hello, and I love you. Oh, good news. I'm gonna
O.C.D.
come home to my beloved husband.
That you deserve, bitch!
I gotta get back to work. I love you, Ethan. I miss you so much. I'm sending tons of kisses. Bye, baby.
Ethan. You were right. I did lie to you. I shouldn't have. All I can say is that if you get this, stay away.
Excuse me. Which, by the way, we never know who's calling here.
Hello?
Hey, it's Ethan.
Oh, hey. You alright? You just disappeared the other night.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good. It's Mia. She's not dead, she's alive. She's back.
They found her? How? What happened?
I don't know. Look, I don't know how, but she's back. She's back somehow. Maybe it's a prank. She wants me to come to get her.
Where is she?
Dulvey, Louisiana.
Dude, it's been 3 years.
I know, but what if it is her? I have to find out what happened.
I don't know why they make this car ride look so fucking blurry. Like, they do that on purpose. One of the only things I don't like about this game is they use all these filters trying to image look dirty and make it look more photoreal, and I really don't like it.
This is the place.
This game, when it came out, was actually really impressive because most games on PS4, Xbox One could not, especially the base PS4 and Xbox One, couldn't hit a solid 60. It wasn't in the cards. This game, however, due to the fact that it was on PSVR, one of the few games that was on PSVR, Sony has a rule. It has to always be locked at 60. Excuse me. That's because in VR, if you go below 60, it can make you motion sick. So this game looking as good as it did and running at 60 FPS was kind of insane. This game also has way better foliage than Resident Evil 2 and 3 Remake, which is kind of weird considering they came out 2 and 3 years later, respectively. Man, that's pretty. Some gumbo.
Fuck!
Crow. One second, I'll be right back. Yeah, she's part of Almeauda. And Meowsis. Oh, got my door. Okay, I had to go help my parents. Sorry about that. Fuck, this game uses the fucking the default PS5 save thing. I hate that so fucking much. Hold on. I know there's a trophy guide. I want to try and get it. Hold on a second. I'm trying to see something. Huh. That's kind of cool. Hey, you was watching. I appreciate you. Derelict House, June 1st. Dovey Haunted House, rehearsal. June 1st, 2017.
Where did you find this guy? Give me a break, Pete. Hey, I only work with professionals. Speaking of which, make sure the sound is right this time. I don't want a repeat of Amarillo.
That was 2 fucking years ago.
I don't do ADR. This new guy? I'm not feeling it. Again? Just don't be surprised if we have to make a change. New plan. We do a walkthrough of the inside first, then...
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you. Sorry.
We'll shoot the intro.
Just like we always do. Just try to say the show's name this time, okay?
No problem. Tonight on the Sewer Gators, another worthless fucking shit. Happy? Stat.
Thank you for watching. I appreciate you.
Are we rolling? All right, let's go. Get out of the way. It's locked. for prep? What's the prep? Shitty house, spooky sound. Ooh, is it haunted? Fuck me. I was an anchor, you know?
Weekend sub, Pete. Not anchor.
What's that?
Nothing.
What's the story, Andre?
Abandoned farmhouse, missing family, foul play suspected. The usual.
How long did you say this place has been abandoned?
3 years.
Clancy, get a shot of this. Let's make a great cutaway. So, Hillbilly Joe and his family go missing.
Not hillbillies, the Bakers. Jack and Marguerite Baker. And they were quiet, not backward. A lot of bad rumors about their son, Lucas. Bad seed, apparently.
Ah, shit! No, I should have worn my good shoes. Oh, shit. Glad I had my shots. Although, this would make a great backdrop. Andre, what do you think? Andre?
Oh shit, he's gone missing.
Andre! Andre! Clancy, you see where Andre went? Where is he? Unfucking believable. This is the last time I work with that guy. I mean, producers, they come and go, but a good cameraman like you, Clancy, you stick with me.
I just did that to be a dick.
What the fuck was that? Did you hear that? Andre? Where the fuck is he? Andre, where are you, man? What the hell? You gotta be fucking kidding me. All right, new deal. We find Andre and we go. I mean, fuck this show. You first. Need a nice hero shot of me coming down the ladder. So, you first. What do you see? What is it?
Fucking Blair Witch shit, man.
Jesus.
Oh, did I go this way? Let me check this way.
Mia?
Hold on, let me check my phone. Every single fucking Resident Evil game since 7 has had fucking pliers in them. Without fail. 2 remake, 3 remake, 8. Hi, honey. I'm home.
It's me. It's Ethan.
Ethan?
Are you alright?
You shouldn't be here.
What do you mean? You contacted me.
No, I wouldn't. Did I? Did anyone see you? Did he see you?
Hey, who else is here? What the hell's going on?
Daddy's coming. We need to go.
Daddy?
We need to go now!
Where are you taking me?
Someplace safe.
Are you gonna tell me what's going on? Baby, you've been gone 3 years.
3 years? Has it really been 3 years?
What is this place? What'd they do to you?
Not now. We need to get out of here first. I think it's this way.
Mia, we have to talk. That message you sent me.
Not me. That wasn't me.
But you did.
I didn't.
Okay, fine. Just tell me what's going on.
I'm telling you everything that I know. We have to go this way.
Mia, are you sure you know where you're going?
Family used to bring me food through here. I remember.
Resident Evil 7 has a really good story and a really scary opening, probably the scariest opening of any of the games. But it suffers from being very story focused, so it's one of the least replayable games in the series.
It's there. This is it.
Even though it's one of my favorites, it's one of the least replayable.
I remember this room. There's another door here. I'm sure of it. It's not here. It's gone. It's gone. We're gonna be a family now that you're here. There's another door here. I'm sure of it.
Actually, hold on. Options. Anybody there? This really fucked me up.
Wait! Wait!
I can hear her. I can feel her clawing her way back inside of me. Get out! Leave me alone! I'm bad. I deserve this.
The fuck are you, Mia?
I don't know who you are.
You really shouldn't have come here.
Who's this? And what the fuck is going on?
My name's Zoe. There should be a way out through the attic.
Attic.
Go there. Now.
Oh, wait, that's right. I had the pliers. And go over here. Oh, come on, dude.
It's okay.
Oh, man.
It's okay, it's me. I know you didn't mean to hurt me.
You shouldn't have done that! It fucking hurts! Now, let's see what you feel.
It's fucking wild, dude.
Okay, fine.
Now, a hint that'll help you. Come up here, then immediately back down.
I have to do this!
me a second. My anxiety caused a heart palpitation. Breathe.
They're relying on me. Everyone is relying on me. Everyone!
Welcome to the family, son.
And you learn a secret from Resident Evil 8 about this part of the game.
Come on. Don't you die on us now. You have work to do.
Where am I? What the hell?
Rise and shine, sleepyhead. It's time for supper.
Who are all you people? Where's Mia?
Eat it. It's good.
Dumb some bitch wasn't no good if it hit him.
Yes.
Hit boy's got to eat. He got to have his supper. Come here, boy. Let's do this.
Shit, he's not eating it, Jack. He's not eating it.
Get the hell up, Marguerite.
Eat that for him.
Get the hell out of here.
You're a son of a bitch. Oh, I can't believe it. Son of a bitch. Not eating it. He's not eating it.
This was supposed to be a very special feast. Come on, boy.
God damn it. I bet it's that cop again.
Goddamn pigs. I'm coming back for you.
See, for the first hour or so of this game, it seems like anything but a classic Resident Evil game. It's almost like a trick. There's no fighting, there's no shooting other than that one battle. Ammunition isn't a resource. It seems like this is almost going to be a non-fighting horror game like Outlast. Even after you do the original, even after you complete the opening sequence of Mia, you're still not quite in Resident Evil. But it's after this sequence here that it goes into being a straight classic Resident Evil game. And it's actually kind of impressive. You think, oh, this isn't classic Resident Evil. Why do they say this is Return to Form? Then you get past the opening, it's like, oh shit, this is classic Resident Evil. It's just that opening is meant to be different and catch you off guard. Hold on. Evelyn.
Slip out before dinner was
Really?
done.
Fuck.
Miss me? Come on over and play theater. Don't wait till you're tired.
Fuck. Really?
It's over, boy. Take the wrong house, boy. House, boy.
It's so fucking weird.
What the fuck?
come back for you later.
We're almost at the part where this game starts to get really good.
You did good, Ethan.
Zoe, right? What the fuck are these?
Shut up and listen if you want to stay alive. You gotta get out of that house. There might be a way out through the main hall.
All right.
Oh, and that thing on your wrist is a codex. Don't lose it. It's important.
Hell of a girl.
You don't know me, you get the feeling he's an asshole. Now you're about to meet the stupidest fucking police officer of all time.
Hey, over here.
Hey, you gotta help me.
Hold on, back up. Now, sir, do you live here? I mean, is this your property?
What? Me? No. No.
All right. Now, we got several calls about some missing persons lately.
You don't understand. I gotta get out of here.
Calm down.
You're not listening to me. There are crazy people in this house trying to fucking kill me.
Well, all right. Let me tell you this. You don't exactly seem like you playing with a full deck yourself, all right?
Are you kidding me?
Look, like I said, we've had several missing persons calls. And I can't rule out that an outsider like yourself may not be involved.
All right. I'll tell you whatever you want.
All right. Now, that's more like it. Now, meet me in the garage. We'll talk later.
Hey, wait. You gotta give me your gun.
You must have lost your mind.
Look, officer.
Deputy.
Right. Deputy. Now, do you want to see my name in the obituaries? Or do you want to be a hero and save my life? A fucking pocket knife?
Here. Take it. That's all you're gonna get. Now go. Garage. Now.
What am I gonna do with a knife?
Well, for starters, I'm gonna shank this little fucker. There's also a lockbox just like this in RE2 Remake. Although it's yellow tape and it's a lever you pull down and a button you press.
Hey, we gotta get the fuck out of here.
Now first you need to tell me what you're doing out here alone in the middle of the night.
Me? What about you?
It's my job. Won't you do your job and tell me? Answer my questions.
You're not gonna believe me if I told you.
Try. Hey, put that door back. Put that door back. Wait!
Finish this, you and I. Oh yeah, I'm gonna take you for a ride. No!
Get out of the fucking car! Get the fuck up, bro!
Boy, have no attention, boy. You're about to see some more.
Now, right here, almost exactly an hour in, is when the game transforms from an Outlast-ish, more story-driven game that's like super story-heavy to an open-ended, classic RE experience. It's kind of insane the shift that it makes, but I'm happy. The story sequences are fine, but the whole game had been like that, I would have been disappointed. Instead, the game has a nice mix of story sequence and classic RE, and it alternates between them.
my daddy give you a hard time?
That's your father?
He used to be.
I'm sorry, but he's dead now.
You just might be able to pull this off.
What? Pull what off?
There's something I need you to do, but I can't explain it right now. You may need some sort of keys to do it, but find a way out of the house.
Okay.
I'll be in touch.
Now the game begins in earnest, and now we get to the classic RE experience. As in a big hub, lots of backtracking, keys to unlock doors, puzzle solving, shit like that. I'll be able to get this shotgun here soon. Give me that herb. We can get the first of the heads. We need to leave the house here. At a certain point, Jack's gonna get back up and start fucking chasing through the house. Now let's watch the second tape. Ethan, please watch this.
Ethan, if you find this, I know I can't expect anything from you. Not after what happened. After what I did. But I just want you to know that wasn't me. I don't know what happened. There's so much that you need to know.
There you are! You gave us quite a scare, young lady.
I can't let her catch me again.
You get a trophy if you can avoid getting caught by her.
I am sick.
I need to hide.
What have I done to deserve this except open my home and feed you? I don't understand you at all. This is ridiculous. This house has seen more than you can imagine. Just no respect, or is it just no? I know you, Zoe, a lot. I know you. Think I don't know what you want to do with that boy, Ethan?
It's her husband, you dipshit.
No, don't come over here.
Shit.
This house has seen more than you can imagine. I know you, Zoe, a lot. I know you. Think I don't know what you want to do with that boy, Ethan?
No, don't come over here.
I'll feed you to my babies and fertilize the garden with what was left. home. We open our hearts. And what do you do? She loves you. She wants us to be a family, goddammit. You! All you have to do is accept her fucking gift! We love you! Why can't you see that? Embrace us! You think little Evie's gonna put up with your shit forever, bitch? I am through playing games with you! You hear me? You hear me? You hear me? There are unknowns here, and you are not paying fucking attention! No! You don't fucking try to take the jab of me! There's no way out of there, Mitzi! Ah!
you think you're going?
It's fucked up, dude.
What did they do to you?
I was spotted. I was spotted repeatedly. What the fuck? Ah, fuck.
As you can see, family is only part of a gift. Which, in a word, you're fucked.
Who builds this shit?
That's a very valid question. Psychostimulants let you see where items are hidden through walls. They're really fucking useful. I mean, I haven't even fought a regular enemy yet. Oh, that happens. That comes soon. Maggoty.
What?
I like how it just happens. They don't give you a fucking warning. Or an introductory cutscene. Oh, look at that enhanced ammo, motherfucker! So it took the better part of an hour and 20 minutes just to get to the first non-boss enemy. It's vital you fucking block. I mean, it's vital. It reduces damage more than half. Like 75%. Fuck! I tried to heal, but... Like, it literally reduces the damage more than half. Like 75% of the damage you would have taken. I mean, it's a huge fucking difference. Man, combat in this game is so fucking good, dude. Shortcut, bitch. Scorpion key. Lockpick. Boom! Oh! These permanently increase your max health by a good amount, actually. I'm pretty sure you can actually get the shotgun early if you do what I'm doing. Hey, Jimmy doesn't use the name. You just say it goes like.
You're gonna have to do better than that, boy.
Close the goddamn door!
Where in the hell are you going to, son? Fuck. They say, once family, always family. Go, blow.
Now you can take the toy shotgun and put it here. God damn it. Fuck! That shotgun's actually better than the one you had though, but it's broken. You can fix it later. I'll show you how. Now, since I don't care about my ranking, I'm going to save. Shotgun is going to make this next part a lot fucking easier. Get ready, because you're about to fucking get it. Oh shit. Oh yeah. Shit. Shit. No, 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 no. Get off me. Really? Oh my god, get off me. Fuck, made me waste all of my fucking... Okay, can't even use that right now. Oh, hold on. Oh, thank God. In there. Okay. Dude, I have so many memories of playing this game. Capcom thought of this game as the last chance to make Resident Evil viable. They literally approached this game with the make or break mentality. God, please remember my name is Like, if this game didn't sell well or do well, God, we're gonna do. It would be the end of the franchise. I'm not even kidding. Capcom was going to put Resident Evil on ice. So they went at this game with the mentality of, we need to get back to the scares. This has to be fucking amazing. This has to redeem a Resident Evil name. And because they were so worried about spoilers and people not being scared, they completely avoided showing almost anything of this game in the lead up to release. I mean, almost fucking anything. And what little they did show showed the Outlast shit from the beginning and no fighting. So many people, even myself, erroneously thought this would probably be a game like Outlast or Silent Hills was gonna be. I mean, I gave it a chance because I'm a huge Resident Evil fan. But we had no idea that it was going to be a classic Resident Evil game, and all the gameplay footage they showed wasn't. I went to Walmart, where I was working, because this came out in like January of 2017. And I went to Walmart, and I waited until I got a copy at like midnight. I had cleared time off work because I was so, dead set on this being fucking awesome. And I remember playing this game and absolutely having my fucking jaw drop to the floor. I'm like, oh my god, this is so good. And I remember saying then, back in 2017, 5 years ago when I was 21, I'm 26 now, Resident Evil's back. I continuously thought, Resident Evil is fucking back. No, damn it.
I was gonna be a father. Now she says he will be her father. No. I will find him, and I will make him suffer. And you, my friend, will help me.
And see, the interesting thing is, while Capcom wanted this game to sell well, sales were their second priority. Normally it's the number one priority for any game is sales. Capcom's priority was good reviews. They thought that even if this game didn't sell well, good reviews would get the franchise's foot back in the door. And they thought, well, Resident Evil 6 was really, really disappointing. It's considered to be one of the biggest shitting the bed moments in gaming history. So this game will probably sell much lower than the last game because people are weary from Resident Evil 6. And they were right. This initially sold only like half, or less than half, like a quarter of what Resident Evil 7 or 6 sold at its launch. But Capcom didn't care because the reviews were fucking glowing. And that's what was important, resurrecting the name of the franchise. They knew that if they just could only resurrect the name of the franchise, then the sales would follow later, in later titles. But it didn't even follow in later titles. It followed in this game. Because the sales at first were slow. But after the game came out and word of mouth got out that, no, this really is the classic Resident Evil game that everybody wanted, it kept selling and selling and selling until eventually it outsold Resident Evil 6. Now it's at 10 plus million copies or more. It was a couple years ago, it was at 10. And it broke records. It just had a slow start because people were like, well, I got really burned by Resident Evil 6, so maybe I should wait for this one. But make no mistake, and they were hoping for multiple games, okay? They built the engine for this game, the RE engine, the one they've used for all the Resident Evil games since then, with the design of being able to make Resident Evil games quickly. Like, the engine was designed to make games quickly without sacrificing quality. And every single other engine has powered this. So I've seen people be really divisive on this. Some really like this game. Some really hate it. They think it's, the mansion, all that's not Resident Evil. They don't like the more story-driven nature, where it's more linear on rails and chunks. And they don't like how it's largely disconnected from the rest of the series. Others love it. I'm one of the people that love it. I think it's fucking amazing. But either way, you wouldn't have got the Resident Evil 2 remake without this. You wouldn't have got the Resident Evil 3 remake without this. This game is single-handedly responsible for bringing the Resident Evil franchise back from the dead. So even if you don't like this game, if you like Resident Evil, you still owe this game a debt of gratitude. I fucking love this game. Like I said, I had a fucking smile on my face and was creeped out from start to finish. Hold on. Hey, damn it, doesn't move with any energies. Pickles. Fucking A. Really, bro? Oh! Come on! Jesus Christ. How you doing? I was doing my son to deal with energy, so hey, look at my hey, look at my energy, look at that. Hey, look at my shit. Look at my. Oh shit, I'm dumb. And already, it feels like this is the biggest Resident Evil to date, you know? Like, the most in-depth, awesome Resident Evil to date. But then, you put the dog head in, you step outside, and all of a sudden, it's, oh shit, this house was just the beginning. There's several other houses that are just as big. And it really is. Like, it's only when you come to here that you come to the outside hub that leads to other areas. Like, this is just the beginning. You're not even... This is maybe the first act of the game over. And the other two acts are bigger. So you're not even... I would say you're less than a quarter of the way through the game. See? Because it leads to the lab down there, to the guest house down there. Over there, it's awesome. And, fun fact, you can find a repair kit here that will let you fix the broken shotgun. And it only has 2 shots, but it is way, way more powerful than the regular shotgun. I mean, by a fuck ton. Also, this is when you stop seeing Jack in the game and start seeing Marguerite. So right when you think you're sick of seeing Jack, boom, it switches to Marguerite and she's totally different. Like, it's way, way more powerful, so you really want to get it. So, I mean, what is it? We're almost 2 hours in, and we're just now getting to the fucking hub for the game? That's insane.
what is it you need me to do? Is it gonna help me get out of here?
Yes. Now listen carefully, Ethan. My family and our bodies are contaminated. I can't leave the property unless I get it out. And the same goes for Mia.
Is there a way to get it out?
We need the serum. It should clear whatever this stuff is out of the body. As long as you're not too far gone.
All right. So where is it?
I knew where one was, but already be long gone. But I have a feeling my mother has hidden some inside the old house somewhere.
So if we get this thing, I can help Mia and we can get out of here?
Right. And so can I. The old house is near the water. You can't miss it.
All right.
I just hope you can handle my mother.
Your mother?
Be careful. They'll be looking for you.
Actual food. Holy shit. VHS. Broken handgun. I gotta go to the old house. Which is probably my favorite area in the game. It's just old, spooky, and creepy. It's on the bayou, which is a unique setting, especially for a Resident Evil game. It's all debilitated, it's waterlogged everywhere. You guys see this window, it's awesome. Hey, thank you for watching. I really appreciate you. Fucking. Here, let me see what you're saying. Hey, man. They just recently released next-gen PS5 versions for Resident Evil 7, Resident Evil 2 Remake, and Resident Evil 3 Remake. So I've been playing through them again. Now they've been remastered for next-gen. Ah, fucking... Leave me alone. Fucking. Really? Yeah, they're free upgrades. Pretty cool. And I'm a diehard Resident Evil fan, so I was on that shit as soon as it came out. Resident Evil was one of the few franchises that every single game in the series was like a guaranteed game day one purchase for me. Yeah, they were at 60 FPS. But one, they have ray tracing now, even if it makes the performance drop. Two, they are now at native 4K. Before they were like 1400p. So that's like a 3 times resolution bump. From 14 to 4K is like 3 times resolution. And also, the loading times have been completely eliminated, pretty much. Like, Resident Evil 7 in particular had really long load times. Between 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes. Like, it was really long when you died before you got to revive. Now it's 2 seconds. So you went from 2 minutes to 2-second load times. That's fucking insane. Like you don't even have a long enough to read the fucking loading screen anymore. So, and then it has stuff for the PS5 controller. Like, when you fire guns, you feel it in the controller. You feel sensations, and then the adaptive triggers. So, you get a resolution bump. You get dramatically quicker load times. You get new trophies. Like, it has a new separate set of trophies for each game. You get ray tracing. That's pretty much the two benefits, graphically speaking. You get 4K, and you get ray tracing. So it's prettier? Yeah. Ooh, lockpick. Psychostimulants. I mean, it's not the biggest update in the world, but it's fucking free. Oh, that's great, man. Do you have a PS5? Burner nozzle. Okay, well, I was gonna say... Fuck. Fucking bees. Or insects, whatever the fuck they are. I was gonna say... that the director's cut of Death Stranding is definitely the definitive version. It makes a lot of improvements and adds a lot of really cool shit. Besides just graphics, like, obviously they updated the graphics, but I mean, it adds like new features to the game that make the game dramatically easier and better to play. They give you weapons way quicker. In the original game, you have to go like a really long time before you get a gun, so a lot of the enemies will just stomp you. You get a stun gun way quicker. They add new missions that add stuff. They add a jetpack that lets you glide through the air and fall without taking damage. They add jump ramps that let you jump huge distances in your motorcycle or car without taking damage, and you can build them just about anywhere, so you can skip huge portions of a trip just by jumping over a fucking hill. Like, it launches you super into the air. They formed a new bridge that you can basically put anywhere. Like, there was a lot of places you couldn't put the bridge, and now you can, so you can put it over precarious places. Well, yeah, I can understand that. The problem with that, though, is they make you go into areas with enemies that have guns. Like, if they were gonna not have combat, they should just not have combat. Instead, you're sitting there slugging it out with your fists, and you're getting fucking shot on by submachine guns. They also added turrets to bandit camp, mule camps, that let you get in them first person and shoot. They added a racetrack, a target range. They added VR missions for the target range, which is kind of like the VR missions in Metal Gear Solid. It's very reminiscent of those missions, the VR missions. So the bolt gun is really good. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, let me save. Yeah, it doesn't kill them. Yeah, you don't want to kill them. That's how you get in fucking trouble. Oh, hey. Chem fluid. Oh, yeah, which one? You've been playing the remastered? Because the remaster's fucking damn good, dude. The remaster's borderline a remake. It's so fucking extensive. It's kind of insane. Like, I was really impressed. All the textures have been redone. All of the crowds have been redone. All of the lighting has been redone. All of the foliage has been redone. The water's been redone. It's to the point where it's like, it's closer to a remake than a remaster. Because it's like, 90% of the game has been redone. It's like I don't know if you played Xenoblade Chronicles, but it was originally on Wii, and they did a Switch version called Definitive Edition. They redid all the textures, they redid the menus, they redid all the text, they redid all of the lighting, they redid all the foliage, they redid all of the characters. It's to the point where they should have just called it Xenoblade Remake. It's basically a remake under another name, and not a remaster. It's kind of insane. And yeah, I agree. AC4. I have mixed feelings about AC4, man. Is AC4 a good game? Yes. Is Black Flag a good pirate game? Fuck yes. Probably the best pirate game. Does Black Flag deserve to be called an Assassin's Creed game? Not really. I still think they should have called it Pirates Creed. It feels more like a spinoff. And they made a point of saying, this is number 4, this is the next main game. Actually, I'm excited for that. I'm sorry, dude. I'm excited for that. Really? Fucking... fucking bugs. That's a day one purchase for me. Sorry, man. Like, I mean, I wouldn't say that, dude. We don't know what's happening. You know, honestly, okay, yeah, it doesn't need a remake. I'll agree, but what fucking game does need a remake? If we're being totally honest about it, what game needs a remake? I'll say it's true. This game isn't necessary, but that I can agree. I can agree on that. You got me there. Unfortunately, that will never happen because Konami are fucking assholes. But yeah. Anyway, about The Last of Us Remake. Number 1. We don't know that they pushed back God of War for this, okay? God of War Ragnarok was originally supposed to come out in 2020. Then it got pushed to 2021. Then it got pushed to 2022. Okay? So even before The Last of Us remake, they delayed the game 3 fucking times. So it's hard to blame The Last of Us remake when they've already delayed it so many times. Second of all, I think they might have actually pushed The Last of Us remake up because it's been rumored to come out for years now. Since like 2021, the beginning of 2021, they were talking about this and rumored. And everyone said it was coming out in 2023, and now it's coming out in 2022. I think Sony realized they didn't have a big holiday fall game coming, so they pushed the release up. But yeah, I can understand why some people are like, oh, they don't need to. And I get that. Number two, people are like, well, they already remastered it. Yeah, they already remastered it 8 fucking years ago. They remastered it. They remastered it 8 years ago. It's not like they fucking remastered it yesterday and now they're remaking it. It was 8 years ago. As for people who are like, oh, it's full price. Yeah, the fucking remaster of The Last of Us was full price. No, that's true. You're right. But to that I say, they're remaking this game from the ground up, man. So they're spending new game money on this, so it's going to cost new game price. I mean, the Demon's Souls remake was the same price, and that was a PS3 game as well. So, like, I find it kind of weird how people were okay with Demon's Souls being remade, even though it's almost the same age as The Last of Us, and be the same price, but they're not okay with The Last of Us being remade. It's weird. And most of all, I just have a problem with people being insufferable about it because, say you don't like it. Obviously, you're not excited for it. And, yeah, no, that's true. Say you're not excited for it. You're obviously not excited for it. That's fine. It's your right to not like it or not be excited for it. I just dislike people are going kind of crazy online, like, it's not enough to say, well, I don't like it, or I think it's a cash grab. Like you're saying, they're like, you're a fucking piece of shit if you like this game. You know how people on the internet get. And people are just really insufferable. Like, if you don't like it, cool. Don't piss on somebody else just for liking it. Like, why would you do that? People on the internet are fucking weird, dude. And actually, the funny thing is, there's actually a weirdly complicated story behind why The Last of Us is being remade. Naughty Dog, it wasn't their idea, actually. It wasn't even Sony's idea. There's this team who worked for Sony, and I fucking can't remember what they're called. It'll come to me later. But they specialized in doing ports for Sony and remasters, like gentle remasters. So that's what they did. They would take a Sony game and port it. That's all the studio did. Well, this studio went to Sony and they're like, hey, we don't just want to do remasters anymore. We want to do our own game, so how about you let us do a remake? And Sony said, okay, you've done a lot of good remasters, so you pick the game you want to remake. And they gave them a couple of choices. Who knows what the choices are, but they gave them multiple games. And this team chose The Last of Us. Out of all the games they could have chose to remake, that was the one they chose. And then they went to Naughty Dog for help. And Naughty Dog started helping more and more and more. And then eventually, Naughty Dog... It's... Like, this remake came about in the weirdest fucking way imaginable. So... And here, let me see what you said. I can see all what you said. I had to finish my tangent once I get started. I gotta keep going. Gotta update my chat. Give me 1 second. Is my audio coming through? Here, let me... Okay, it is. My mic has been a bitch. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite games. So, I already fucking love the game. And if you tell me, here's your game that you already love, except now it looks way prettier and plays better, I'm gonna be like, fuck yeah. But it's not just that. They're not just updating the graphics. They actually came out and they said that my mic one more time. I swear I just tested my audio and it was working just fine. I have Turtle Beaches coming, but until then I'm stuck with these headphones. My mic has been a bitch. Yeah, it's one of my all-time favorite games. Here, let me... So, I already fucking love the game. Okay, can you hear me now? You tell me, here's your game that you already love, except now it looks way prettier and plays better. Okay, can you hear me now? Okay. Yeah, yeah. I have a Turtle Beach headset coming, but it's going to be another week or so till it arrives. So I just have to make do with this till then. Anyway, they calling it The Last of Us Part 1 for a reason. They explain that they're doing that so that people don't have to say The Last of Us 2013, The Last of Us 2022. Normally when they remake a movie or a game, they have to say, have you played The Last of Us this, The Last of Us that? Have you seen Halloween 78? Have you seen Halloween 2007? Have you seen Halloween 2018? There's seriously 3 Halloween movies with the same fucking name. So that's the reason why they called it Part 1. Because they don't want people to have to say Last of Us 2013, Last of Us 2022. They can just say Last of Us or Last of Us Part 1. And they call it The Last of Us Part 2, Last of Us Part 2. But back to what I was saying before my mic fucking cut off. Of course it did. We haven't seen it yet, but they have confirmed that The Last of Us remake is not just a graphical update. They are going to be extensively updating the gameplay and the level design. Say what you want to about The Last of Us Part 2. Some people love it, some people hate it. I'm not going to debate it because we'll be here all fucking day. But The Last of Us Part 2 made huge improvements to gameplay. Whatever problems I have with the story of The Last of Us Part 2, the gameplay is fucking satisfying. It was one of the most satisfying stealth games I have ever played. Just crawling in the bushes, popping out of there, shooting somebody with an arrow, putting a fucking can silencer on a gun. I thought the gameplay in The Last of Us Part 2 was fucking perfect. And in The Last of Us 1, the levels were still kind of really small, and you had a couple of areas that were wider, but the vast majority of The Last of Us 1 was kind of linear. The Last of Us 2 had much, much larger environments. And I really like that because in The Last of Us Part 1, or just The Last of Us 1, they had, you would get a little big area, but then you get a hallway, and the game was constantly pushing you forward to the next story beat. The Last of Us Part 2 would give you a big area and say, here you can go anywhere you want to. Here you can fight these enemies in any order. Then you get another big area, and another big area. So it didn't feel quite so linear. The Last of Us Part 2 really gave you the space to move around. And I really liked that because you weren't constantly getting into another cutscene. You could actually just sit and walk around for a little while. And there were times when in The Last of Us 1 where you would feel like you were getting into a groove, getting into the gameplay, and then story sequence. I mean, the stories are fucking amazing, but still, The Last of Us 2 kind of lets you sit there and get into the gameplay, get in the groove, and go from encounter to encounter to encounter. And that's what the much bigger levels allowed you to do. Well, they're taking stuff like going prone and crawling in grass, skill trees, and much bigger levels, and they're incorporating this into the original game. So, the gameplay of The Last of Us won't be the same as the original. They said they've updated the gameplay, they've updated the AI, they said they completely redid the AI for the enemies to be more like The Last of Us Part 2. The enemies in that game were really fucking smart. They are radically redesigning the levels to be much, much bigger and have multiple paths. So, they haven't shown that off yet because they're waiting until close to release, but the game is changing a lot more than people thought it was. This will not just be a shot-for-shot remake. They're adding a lot of improvements, and they're tweaking the gameplay. And actually changing the gameplay. Like, it's actually going to change more than Demon's Souls did. Demon's Souls' gameplay was almost identical. And the levels were identical. This game is going to have much bigger levels, and much better gameplay. All of the improvements from The Last of Us Part 2 are being brought back into The Last of Us Part 1. And that excites me. Because we're not just getting a graphical update. It's like, hey, the gameplay's going to be way better. Yeah, let me see. Yeah, I see that. I see what you mean. But like I said, they're remaking everything from scratch. Every character model, every bit of foliage, every bit of lighting, every texture. And that's fucking expensive. And say what you want to about Naughty Dog, but they are state-of-the-art graphics. Okay? So I guarantee you, they are sparing no expense for this remake. I would not be surprised if it cost $100 million to remake this game. No shit. It probably cost $100 million to make this remake. That's why they're charging full price. Because they spent new game money on this. Like, the amount of money that they're spending on this remake would be enough to make a modern game blush. Like, Sony spent a lot of money on this. So, and they're rebuilding everything. So, when you realize that they spent new game money on this, you can understand why they spent new game money. As for the $70, oh, fuck that. You know what? I'm going to be honest with you, dude. I never played The Last of Us multiplayer. I never cared about The Last of Us multiplayer. I never gave a shit. I think I played the tutorial for the multiplayer once. I never played The Last of Us from the multiplayer. I never cared about the multiplayer. So I've heard people say the multiplayer is really good, but I can't personally speak on that because I didn't really play it. So I can't judge. And I'm happy you grew up on it. That's cool. I just I never played it. I'm not going to talk out my ass about something I know nothing about. I do think that it's bullshit that they didn't include the multiplayer with it right away. Like, they included the multiplayer with The Last of Us originally, day one, that much I know for sure. And it was already kind of shitty that they weren't going to include the multiplayer with the game to launch. But when the game originally came out, they said, oh, it'll just be a couple months from now, we'll get the multiplayer. Yeah, it's been 2 years. And on top of that, Naughty Dog confirmed that multiplayer is coming in 2023. So, a few months after launch turned into 3 fucking years. What the fuck? And you know what? I understand. They said that the ambition for the team was way more than they thought. You have to pay for it? Oh, man. I didn't know that. That's fucked. Dude. Yeah, no, I'm not getting it. I'm not getting it. I already didn't care about the multiplayer. Man. But when they first announced it, they said it would be free. They said it would be fucking free. If you had The Last of Us 2, you could play the game. That was what they said. When this releases, it's free for everybody who played The Last of Us 2. And now you have to buy it? Fuck that. Sorry, my OSD. Man, that's upsetting, dude. Like, I didn't care about it, if I'm honest with you, man. But I would have tried it. But it's standalone. There's no single player, and you have to do that. I'm sorry, dude. I'll play multiplayer occasionally. I'll play Call of Duty. I'll play Halo. I'm not a huge multiplayer dude. I prefer single player, so I will never buy a game that's just multiplayer. Like, if a game I really like has multiplayer, I'll try out the multiplayer, but I'm not huge on multiplayer, so there's no way in hell I'm going to buy a game that's only multiplayer. Especially because that's bullshit. That you have to pay for it when they said it would be free? What the fuck is that? Nah, man, nah. I'm not going to buy that on principle now. Okay, well, if you're wrong, I hope you're wrong. Because they promised it would be free. That'd be really shitty if it wasn't. Sorry, my controller died. I had to hook it up to the charger. Okay, well, free to play. I kind of expected that was what it was going to be. And if I'm not mistaken, didn't the multiplayer for the original Last of Us have microtransactions and shit? I thought it did. I thought you could, pay to get weapon packs and shit like that. Yeah, so that I expected, okay. I'm really fucking glad that they actually have. Ooh, shotgun shells, chem fluid, where's that? There it is. Oh, yeah. Yeah, who's your daddy? Okay, that makes me slightly excited. Either way, I'll try it if it's free to play. Oh, a backpack. More item slots. Fuck yes. And, oh, it gives you 4 more. That's fucking awesome, dude. Either way, I gotta be honest with you, man, I don't really care. If it comes out and people are like, it's fucking outstanding, I might try it, but I don't really come to The Last of Us for the multiplayer. I come to it for the single player. And like I said, if you aren't excited for it, I totally understand, man. It's your right to be not excited for The Last of Us Remake. And give me a second. Sorry, I get anxious. I totally respect your right to it. I'm not going to bash you for not liking it. That would be a really dick thing to do. I'm not that kind of person. But it's one of my all-time favorite games. I already replay it. I've replayed it at least 10 times. Maybe more, probably more. I was already going to replay it anyway, and this is a game that I already love, but it looks way prettier and it plays better. And if they take the gameplay improvements and the much wider levels of The Last of Us 2 and they merge it with the story of Last of Us 1, then I will be in heaven. Imagine that, dude. Taking the gameplay and the levels of The Last of Us 2 and merging it with the story of The Last of Us 1. It's the perfect fusion. Let me see what you're saying. I'm trying to... Yeah, like I said, we don't even know if it's because of Last of Us that's getting pushed back, man. Like, they already delayed the game 3 different times. It could be any reason, honestly. I mean, it could be. I can understand Sony be like, hey, we don't want to release 2 of our big exclusives right next to each other. That makes sense. Yeah, fuck you. No, man, it's cool. I'll just open the app. I'll just open the app. It's fine. I got it on my phone, man. It's fine. It's not a big deal. That would cause you to have to repaste the message and repost multiple times. I'm not gonna do that. I can just open my phone, man. It's not a big deal. Burn. Like I said, I'm excited for it because it's one of my all-time favorite games, and it's being made to look way prettier and to have much bigger levels. So it's like, this game that you already like is now even better. So it's like, already a good thing. And also because there isn't that many big PS5 exclusives coming out. There's not that many coming out in general, but there's even less PS5 exclusives coming out that are just PS5 games. Like, we're almost 2 years into this generation, and there's almost no PS5 exclusives that are just PS5 exclusives. Like, even the games that have PS5 versions are still held back because they have to run on PS4. The Last of Us Remake is a PS5 only game, though. There's no last gen version at all. So, oh, another reason? Yes. Key thing to mention. One of the main reasons I heard that they're remaking this game is for PC. See, PS3 is really fucking hard to code for. Oh no, for real, dude. It is so good. Like, oh yeah, okay. And it's so long. Like, it's like fucking, 30 hours, man. It's one of the longest story-based games I played like that. Most of the story-focused games like that are really short. The Last of Us, honestly, Abby's part alone is as big as the first game entirely. They really did make a super-sized fucking game. The size of The Last Part 2 was so impressive, dude. Most story-focused games like that are like 6-7 hours, and this game is like 25-30 hours for a first run. But what I was trying to say, one of the reasons I've heard about they're doing a remake is people have wanted The Last of Us to be on PC for ages. Give it to PC, and they've been bringing a lot of games to PC. Well, PS3 is notoriously fucking difficult to code for. In fact, I've heard that PS3 is one of the most difficult systems to code for, period. It was an incredibly unique system. 360 was basically like a PC, but less powerful. It had the same operating system. PS3 had a unique operating system and allowed them, when they did it right, to do things no other system could do. There's lots of really cool things the PS3 could do with physics, and it could have all these different things running at once, because they had all these different pools of RAM separated into the cell architecture. But it was a fucking nightmare to port for. That's why just about every single game that was on 360 and PS3 at the time ran better on 360, because it was so much easier to program for and optimize for. So, many games can be emulated, no problem. PS1 games. A fucking toaster could emulate PS1 games. PS2 games. Your fucking grandma's computer could emulate PS2 games. PS3 is really fucking hard to emulate, and The Last of Us is a fucking nightmare. I remember a couple months ago, like last year, hearing that they reached a new milestone for the PS3 emulator. And the milestone was that they had gotten The Last of Us to almost run at a solid 30 FPS on PS3 settings at 720p. So the PS3 is so fucking hard to emulate that the world's best computers, because this is like literally top of the line computers, the best computers that money could buy, couldn't even reach a solid 30 FPS at 720p. These computers can run Doom Eternal at like 4K 120 FPS. They can run Crysis maxed out at 60 FPS. At 4K, fucking Crysis. But they can't even run The Last of Us 1 at 720 as a solid 30. And I even watched a gameplay footage, and it was dropping down below 20 frames a second on the world's best computer. So Sony thought, hey, we'll port The Last of Us to PC because we've been porting our games to PC, you know, Days Gone and Horizon and Uncharted. And then they took a look at it and they're like, oh my god, this is a fucking nightmare. Porting this game to PC is nearly impossible. So I heard one of the main reasons that they want to remake this, besides the fact that the team chose this, the original team chose this, was because they want to bring it to PC, and bringing the original PC version to PC is just out of the fucking question. I mean, the most powerful fucking computers in the world can't even run it at 1080p. Jesus Christ. That's fucking insane, man. Yeah, right? But the PS3 is just a fucking bitch. I've always heard that it's a fucking nightmare, dude. They used a type of processing that no game system before or after has ever fucking used. And it allowed them to do really, really cool. Yeah, I know he was. Dude, they were supposed to be much, much different changes, man. Like, a lot. Originally, in The Last of Us Part 2, only one open world section of the game-ish. The part with Ellie on the horse when she first enters Seattle. Apparently, the original game was supposed to have many open world sections. There was supposed to be an open world part of Jackson, open world part of Seattle, and multiple open world parts of Seattle. And Naughty Dog has confirmed that the plans for the game changed drastically over the course of the development time. Originally, Abby was supposed to join the community at Jackson, and she would become an undercover agent getting to know Joel. Yeah, right? Abby was supposed to become an undercover agent for, in Jackson. She was supposed to work under Joel, and then after several hours, then Abby would have killed him. So, like, the Jackson part of the game would have been way longer. Oh no, it would have been much better. Really? Are you fucking kidding me right now? So The Jackson version would have been like 2 or 3 times the size it was, would have had an open world area in Jackson. You would have played Abby in the actual community of Jackson, and you would have known her for several hours. See, that's the key area where I think The Last of Us Part 2 fucked up. Right? They should have done a whole thing with Abby and Joel in Part 2, then yeah, I totally agree. That, in my opinion, is the major in Last of Us Part 2. I get what they were going for. The entire point of The Last of Us Part 2 is that every story has 2 sides. You think this person is your enemy when they're a person just like you. There's always another side to every story. And the goal is to show you her perspective, okay? But they really kind of fucked themselves, because the very first thing that you see Abby doing is fucking killing Joel. So before you even know her or her backstory, you already hate her so much. And then they have to spend the second half of the game trying to undo that and make you like her. And it's just such a tall order. Like, if they had done it how they originally planned, with you getting to know Abby in the community for several hours, with you getting to see her working in the community, and then, after several hours of getting to know her, then she kills Joel, they would have had a much better job. They would have done a much better job at the whole thing. Because then you would have got to know Abby. You would have got to see her be kind and friendly, and then she would kill Joel, and you'd be like, what the fuck? She killed Joel? I thought she was our friend, and you'd be confused, and then later on it would go back and show you her side, and you'd be like, now I'm conflicted. But instead, it's like, they make you hate her so much in the beginning that even with all the stuff they do later on, it's still so hard to unhate her because they just stack the deck. I think it would have been much better if they let you get to know Abby first before she did that horrible thing. Also, they confirmed that there would have been 5 days originally for each character. There would have been 5. And also, in the original ending, Abby died. In the original ending of the game. And they actually said for much of the game, they said like 80% of the game's development, like the overwhelming majority, up until like the last 6 months, Abby died. Ellie kills Abby. That was the ending for like most of the game. And then they decided at the last minute to not kill Abby. And I kind of wish that they had killed Abby. And it's not just because I'm like, well, fuck Abby. It's because the way that the game ends kind of fucks Ellie in a unique way. Because the message of the game is that you can't keep doing revenge. You have to forgive and move on. So, at the end of the game, in the epilogue, Ellie is given a choice. She can either let Abby go and live her life, forgive and forget, and keep her family, or she can go after Abby and get her revenge, get the guy that got Joel, girl that got Joel, but lose her family. But the way that it plays out really fucks Ellie because she gets neither. She doesn't get to keep her family because they're gone when she comes back. But because she lets Abby go, she doesn't get to kill her either. So she literally just lost. She didn't get revenge. She didn't get her family. She got fucked out of both. It felt like by trying to take this half measure between forgiveness and revenge, she lost both. She's got nothing. And it absolutely breaks my heart because it's like, she's got nothing. Like, she's totally fucked. Right? I totally agree, man. I also didn't like it because they kind of portray Tommy as an asshole at the end. Yeah. No, it will be fucking stupid if she goes after her in the third one. I agree. I totally agree. I actually think the best way to do the story in The Last of Us Part 2, and the way they should do it, the only proper way to do it, right, is I think they should bring the idea full circle. They should jump ahead about 10 years and show an older Ellie in her 30s meeting a young boy and mentoring him, like Joel did for her. Like, we saw her as a little kid, we saw her as an adult. Now I want to see the role reversed, where she's being a mentor to a younger boy. Like, she would become like Joel was to her for a younger Ellie, but it would be a boy. I think that would be a really cool way to bring it full circle, because if you played the original game, of course you have, Joel was fucking lost. He lost everything. He was just lost. And Ellie gave him something to live for. And when we see Ellie at the end of The Last of Us Part 2, kind of, when we see Ellie at The Last of Us Part 2, she's broken, she has nothing left. And yeah, kind of, I agree with you there. They do kind of already do that with Lev and Abby, but I kind of want to see that with Ellie. Like, that's what I want to fucking see. I don't either. Also, they directly contradict parts of the first game. Okay? Like, I don't think Joel did anything wrong. Okay? And I've defended Joel's actions. People want to say, oh, he's a horrible bastard. 1, they never told Ellie that she was going to have to die. They lied to her. 2, they kept her unconscious so she didn't have a choice. It would be totally different if the Fireflies let Ellie wake up and said, do you want to do this? And gave her a choice to sacrifice her life. They kept her fucking unconscious so she couldn't make the choice. 3, they immediately treated Joel like shit. They insulted him. They stole his stuff. Like, they took all of his stuff. He only gets his backpack back after he knocks the guys out, okay? They were just going to keep all of his shit. Somebody brings you here and you steal somebody brings you this girl and does you a favor and you steal their shit. And 4th, they put a fucking gun to the back of his head. Hey, we're so glad that you traveled all the way across the United States to do us a favor. Now let's reward you by putting a gun to your head? So, the fact that they didn't give Ellie a choice, the fact that they were going to steal all of his supplies and they were going to put him in a zombie-infested city. You saw that city was so infested and they're just going to leave him there with no weapons. And the fact that they put a gun to his head made Joel go into fight-or-flight mode. So I got to be honest with you. If somebody took my stepdaughter and was going to do an operation that kills her, without her consent, if they stole my stuff and put a fucking gun to my face, I would have killed them all too to get her back. I would have done exactly what Joel fucking did. You better believe that. For real. Also, you can actually hear a tape in the Firefly lab, you can hear a tape. Where they say that Ellie is not the first person to be operated on. They operated on other kids, and it didn't work, and they died. So hearing that tape changes your perspective. It means that they had these other children they tried the tape on, or the procedure, and it didn't work, that were immune. So one, Ellie's not the only immune person that you thought she was. Two, the operation was already tried and didn't work, so they probably would have killed her for nothing. Also, they kind of retcon parts of the first game. For one, Joel didn't want to kill Abby's dad. He goes to get Ellie, and the surgeon pops up. And he tells him, "Get out of my way, I'm taking her." And that surgeon says, "No, I'm not going to let her go. You'll have to kill me." Then he draws a fucking knife, or scalpel, on Joel. Okay? So, it's not like Joel just killed him just fucking because. Okay? Joel gave him a chance to leave. No, I don't think I will. Joel gave him a chance to fucking leave. And he chose not to. He even told him, "You'll have to kill me." So, Joel wasn't a cold-blooded killer. He left that dude alone until he made him kill him. And there were two other doctors in the room that Joel lets live. Mechanically, okay? But the game doesn't portray that. When they flash back to the first game, in the second one, because the beginning of the second one is them, Joel flashbacking, they make it look like he just killed him maliciously. That's kind of fucked up. That's like they're deliberately trying to make Joel look worse than he is. I really didn't like that. Like, they're retconning shit. And then in the second game, they make it sound like Ellie doesn't know what happened. She's just totally in the dark. Yeah, he killed innocent people. That's true, but still, I still think Joel's a good person. Either way, they make it sound like Ellie just does not know what's going on. She genuinely thought the Fireflies were okay. She's genuinely surprised. But if you played the first game, and I know you have, they strongly implied that Ellie knew. Yeah. Because I've been on both sides of that ambush. And she's like, "Did you just kill innocent people?" And he just ignores the question. Yeah, I remember, man. Either way, the first game strongly implies that Ellie knows what he did, and she's okay with it. Because she tells him, "Tell me that it's the truth, and I'll believe you." She knew. The look on her face, the way she was using, she knew. But I got the vibe that she loved Joel, and she was willing to let it go. I don't think he's... dude, I think it's the apocalypse. I think everybody makes mistakes in the apocalypse, man. That's what I'm saying. I think it's shades of gray. Tess was not exactly a good person either. But either way, like I said, they make it seem like she didn't know, which is bullshit. So they retconned parts of the ending of the first game. Also, the rumor is that they're going to add scenes with Abby into the remake of the first game, and some people are opposed to that. I'd be fine with that. If they added new scenes with the younger Abby, I wouldn't mind that. There also is a rumor they're going to add more Ellie scenes. I really wouldn't mind that either. Like, for one, as I just spent like 10 minutes saying, my big problem with the second game is that they introduce Abby with her killing Joel right away, and that we would have liked her more if they hadn't made that the very first thing you see Abby doing. So, if they retroactively add scenes with her in the first game, that will make it so that's not the very first thing you see her doing. And I love Ellie, and the scenes where you played her in the first game are already awesome, so if they add more scenes where you play Ellie, fuck yeah, I'm cool. Like I said, I love Ellie, so more Ellie scenes, hell yeah. And I'm all down for them adding new scenes. And this is the original team that did the first game and one of the original writers, so they have leeway to add to the story. You know, this is not like another team, and they're like, well, we don't want to change the story because we're fucking with another person's work. This is the team that made it, so they're free to make changes to the story. So I think they will. And I'd be down with it. Make it so that the first time we see Abby is not her fucking killing Joel. Give us more backstory with Abby. That would, like, go a long way to making the second game better. Just by default. He looks exactly like he did in The Last of Us Part 2 in the flashback, so I'm fine with that. Like, it doesn't bother me. They were able to show more graphics. I mean, he definitely has more gray in his hair. But Joel in the first game already was like 48, 50, so... I mean, I kind of get what you mean, but I also feel like that's fair. Like, he's almost 50, dude. Like, I honestly think the first game the original game kind of made him look young for his age. Okay, here we go. Ah, come on. Fucking... Here we go. Like I said, he's almost 50. Ooh, fuck yes. Okay, one more second. Like I said, dude, they're just reusing the model from The Last of Us Part 2, from the flashbacks. Like, when in The Last of Us Part 2, in the beginning, when he's talking about the events of the first game, and they flashback, that's the model they used. They're literally just using that same model, so... Because it was a ready-made model from that time, so they're like, hey, we already have this awesome model made, so... I'm fine with it, honestly. Finally, I can get the fucking Magnum. Give me the Magnum. Oh, I forgot you have to add the coins one by one. That's so fucking tedious. Give me the Magnum. Fuck yes. And it only has one bullet. Really? It only has one bullet? What the fuck? Well, hopefully I'll find more bullets for it. That is kind of bullshit. Made me go to all that trouble to get a fucking Magnum and then it only has one bullet? Really? That's kind of bullshit. I'm actually interested to see what they make younger Joel look like as well. They didn't show that in the trailer. When they show like the one shot at the beginning with Sarah in the prologue, they yeah, man. Okay. I hope you have a great day. I'll be streaming pretty much all day. After I finish this, which is going to take me a while, I have to do the DLC for this. And then I have to do Resident Evil 8, since I'm doing 7 already. And then I'm going to do The Last of Us. I'm replaying the original game, by the way. In preparation. I want the original game fresh in my head when I do the remake. So if I play it now, I'll have it fresh in my head, and then it'll be 3 months from now I'll play the remake. So I'm also just replaying the original game. I've got a lot of shit going on. I'm also on Twitch. I stream a lot on Xbox, and Xbox for some stupid reason won't let you stream to YouTube directly. You have to stream to Twitch and then upload it to YouTube. So if I ever want to play an Xbox game, I have to stream to Twitch. So you can add me on Twitch. That way you can catch more of my streams. It's just Karen and Race. Same name. But you have a great day, man. Always nice to chat. Okay, that's fine.
Ethan?
No.
Ethan!
No more bullshit, Mia. I want some answers.
I know, you're right, and I always wanted to tell you, but
Oh, sorry.
I can only remember a little, and the rest is just gone.
Dad, right? You mind if
Ugh.
borrow Bobby for a little bit? Why don't you stand there? Do something! Damn it.
Like, she chopped my hand off. If you want her, you can take her. That's really cool.
Stay the fuck out!
Really? Fuck.
Fuck! Jesus, fuck!
Hey, psychostimulants. Oh shit! Oh man, I almost missed that. Fuck, I really did miss out on a lot. Holy shit. Boom! Excuse me. Oh shit! That did get me. I forgot about that.
Let's get them. This is the honor.
Nah, fuck.
I think that's it.
Well, did you find a serum?
I just got done dealing with your mom and her fucking bugs. Wish you could have warned me.
Sorry about that. What about the serum?
I haven't found any. But I did find out we need to make one. A D-series head and an arm. This can't be right.
A head? I think I have that around here somewhere.
You do?
I don't know about the arm, though. Have you searched the whole house?
No, not yet. I still need to check the second
Oh,
floor.
jeez.
Alright, check it out. Meet me at the trailer if you find it.
God. Oh, so creepy.
That's special.
There's some places where I can try out that crow key. Man, this boss battle's fucking intense. This has got to be one of the best boss battles in the series. Oh shit, here we go. Oh, fuck!
Don't you worry none.
Okay, that got me. I gotta admit, that got me. God, let me go, you fucking bitch.
Don't leave, Sheriff. Stay. It's business now.
Oh shit. Woo! Fuck. Come on. Ah, shit, really? Shit. What did I do? Really? Pretty fucking simple. Really, bro? Fuck. No, just kill me. Fuck it. I get in this part here anyway. Just kill me. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna end this part here and I'll be back in a little bit. I'm gonna take a short break.